Not all exercise is suitable for everyone. To reduce the risk of injury, consult your doctor before participating in this or any other exercise program. If you feel any pain, discomfort, or dizziness, do not continue. The creators, producers, participants, and distributors of this program disclaim any liability or loss in connection with the exercise and instruction herein.
Power Yoga, Mind and Body. My name is Adrienne Reed. Our theme for today is balancing poses. So we're going to be doing a lot of work with balance here today, guys. Go ahead and step on up to the front of your mats. We're going to start nice and simple with just a tree pose, Shavasana. So you can bring your weight to your left foot. You can cross your right ankle in front of your left. You can bring your right heel above your left knee, or if you're feeling good, you can draw your right heel all the way up into your groin area. So go ahead and pick one of those foot positions that feels good for you and drop your hands to center to Namaste, thumbs over sternum. See if you can find a focal point and fix your gaze, and that does help with your balance. See if you can make sure you're opening through your right knee so you're working abs and hips a little more effectively. Let's go one more deep breath there. And then from there, sweep your arms up overhead. You can either interlace your fingers or you can just leave them open shoulders height, whichever feels better for you. Exhale, go ahead and release your hands back down to Namaste. Go ahead and kick your right heel out to the right-hand side and bring it right down to the mat, no problem. Looking good. Let's do that same pose on the other side. So left ankle can cross in front of your right. You can bring your left heel over your right knee, or if you're feeling good, you can bring that heel all the way up into your groin area. Guys, I'm falling over already. We just got started. Hands drop to Namaste, so thumbs over your sternum. Beautiful. Make sure you're opening through your left hip in this pose. So working through your hips and legs. And when you're ready, go ahead and sweep your arms up overhead. Once again, you can interlace all but your pointer fingers, or you can leave your arms open shoulders width. Nice examples right up front here, both of those hand positions. One more breath there, looking good, guys. Nice calm breath, quiet mind. And exhale, go ahead and release your hands, drop them back to Namaste. Kick that left heel out to the left-hand side and drop it right back down to the mat. We're going to do a little bit of work next with Dancer, Natarajasana. It's early in class, so we're going to do that kind of in phases. So when you're ready, I want you to bring your left hand forward, right at shoulder's height, and reach back and grab your right ankle with your right hand. We're just going to go up about a third of the way, so just starting to warm up here. So you're going to start leaning slightly forward with your left hand and coming a little bit back and up with your right heel. So going up about a third of the way into Natarajasana. 2 more breaths here. Again, find that focal point, fix your gaze, and relax into that pose. Exhale, go ahead and release that side, and let's do the same on the other. So when you're ready, right hand comes at shoulders height, palms downward. Bend your left knee, reach back, grab your left ankle with your left hand. And when you're ready, go ahead and sweep your hand forward and come about a third of the way up. So not going too deeply into this pose, just allowing your body to warm up into it. The further forward you bring your hand, the more you're going to notice a stretch there. And then exhale, go ahead and release that side. Let's do that same pose again. So left hand comes forward, shoulders height, palms downward. You're going to reach back, grab your right ankle with your right hand. If you're feeling a little flexible, you can reach a little further down towards your knee. We're going to go about 2/3 of the way. So once again, drive your right heel up and toward the wall behind you. Get a little more length through your leg. Extend a little further with your fingertips. You're pulling back with your heel, forward with your hand. Looking good there, Erin. And if you fall out of the pose, no worries. Just draw back into it with a calm breath and a quiet mind. Exhale, go ahead and release on that side. Shake that out a little bit. Wonderful. Same thing on the other side. So right hand drops down, shoulders height, palm downward. Reach back, grab your left ankle or your shin if you're feeling a little flexible today. Once again, drive that heel up and toward the wall behind you. You're not going into a full bloom yet. So we're just still kind of warming up a little bit, allowing ourselves to get there. So that heel is coming up and toward the wall behind you. You're extending back with your foot, forward with your fingertips, fixing your gaze so you have somewhere to keep your mind focused. One deep breath there, looking good. And exhale, go ahead and release on that side. Shake that out a little bit. We're going up into a full bloom this time. So left hand comes forward, palm downward. We're going to reach back, grab your right shin, right ankle, whatever feels good for you. And this time we're going all the way up into dancer. So you're trying to get that leg up as high as you can go. Believe it or not, you're actually trying to straighten up your back leg. So the closer you grab to your shin, towards your knee, the more of a bloom you can get in that pose. We're going 2 more breaths there. Fix your focal point, calm your breath. No worries, nice job. Exhale, go ahead and release that side, shake that out a little bit. If you're falling at home, don't worry about it, just step right back into it. When you're ready, same thing other side. So right hand drops down, palm downward, shoulders height. And we're gonna reach back, grab your left ankle or left shin with your left hand. And when you're ready, go ahead and extend your right hand forward and drive that heel up and toward the wall behind you. So you're really going into a full bloom, really extending as far back as you can with your heel, as far forward as you can with your fingertips, and really trying to almost straighten up. And if you can, actually go for straightening up that back leg. Kim, did I mess you up? I'm sorry. Exhale, go ahead and release, shake that out a little bit. Beautiful. Nice job, everybody. Let's go ahead and take a medium step back with your left leg. We're going to go into Parsvottanasana. Your hips are square toward the front edge of your mat. Your hands are just going to drop to your waist. Bring your thumbs to your long muscles. Inhale, look up, take a nice arch back. And then exhale, go ahead and fall forward there. Stop about halfway. Make sure your hips are square, your spine is straight. And then exhale, go ahead and float the rest of the way down. You can drop your hands down on either side of your foot. You can interlace your hands behind your back and let your arms float overhead. Or you can actually reach behind and go into reverse namaste, so hands behind your back, or grasp your elbows. We're going to go 2 more breaths here in this stretch, and then we're going to throw our balancing pose in with it. Looking good. So nice square hips. When you're ready, bend your right knee and shift your weight forward. You're going to kick your left heel up. So we're coming up into a warrior 3. If your hands are interlaced overhead, you're falling into what's called dewdrop. So you're coming further down with your torso, further up with that heel. We're going to go 3 more breaths there. Sorry, Jason, I'm pointing to you. I'm messing up your balance. Keep that calm breath. Keep that quiet mind. Keep your focus on your balance. Beautiful. Exhale, go ahead and drop that back foot down to the mat and come on up, stand up, shake that out, release that a little bit. You guys are thinking, thank goodness we're dropping out of that one. Same thing on the other side. So when you're ready, medium step back with your right leg, square your hips to the front edge of your mat, drop your hands to your waist, thumbs on your long muscles, draw your elbows together, look up, take a nice arch back. And then exhale, go ahead and fall forward there. Stop halfway. Make sure your hips are nice and square, your spine is nice and straight. And when you're ready, go ahead and float the rest of the way down. So again, you can drop your hands to either side of your foot to get that stretch. Again, keep your focus on your hips. So your left hip should be drawing back. Your right hip should be extending forward. You can incorporate any hand position you'd like to in here, guys. So when you're ready, you can interlace your hands behind your back. You can drop your hands into reverse namaste. You can leave your hands on your waist. You can just grasp your elbows if that feels good for you. We're going 1 more breath there. Looking good, everybody. And from there, shift your weight. So bend your left knee, shift your weight forward, and kick your right heel upward. Beautiful. If you're in that dewdrop position with your hands interlaced overhead, I'm trying to help you there, Diane. You can fall forward a little bit further with your chest and bring that leg up a little bit higher. Exhale, come on up, release, shake that out a little bit. Diane, I just had your arms. You got it. So we're going to do a little bit of a leg series here that also incorporates some balance in with it. So when you're ready, step just to the midpoint in your mat so you're not too far forward, guys. We're going to inhale and draw your palms upward, and I want you to bring your thumbs toward the wall behind you. So you're relaxing your shoulder blades back and down and trying to draw your shoulder blades together. From that position, you want to keep your torso up nice and high. We're going to kick your right heel behind. So you're opening through your front body, driving through that right heel. We're going to go 3 more breaths there. So we're going to call this a standing airplane position. So extend back with your heels, pull back with your fingertips, relax through your shoulder blades. Beautiful. Looking good. After your third breath, sweep your hands up overhead, bring your knee forward and try and keep that knee up at hips height. We're gonna go 2 good breaths there. Try and find a focal point. Fix your gaze, and I'm gonna try and get out of your focal point, guys. After your second breath, go ahead and straighten through your leg. Kick that heel straight. You're trying to keep that heel up at hips height. If not, drop it a little bit lower. That's pretty aggressive. If this is too much on you, you can also drop your hands to your waist. Exhale, go ahead and bend that knee. Go ahead and stay in center so you're nice and solid through your left foot. Exhale, go ahead and straighten up your leg. Let's go 3 good breaths there. Once again, just try and hinge at the knee and keep that heel up at hips height. If this is getting too much on your arms, drop your hands to your waist. Exhale, go ahead and bend that knee. 2 good breaths there. Looking good. And last time, we're going to kick that leg forward. 5 breaths. So try and keep that heel up at hips height. If that's too much, drop your hands to your waist. We're going 5 good breaths there. You're really extending nice and long through that leg. Wonderful. After your 5th breath, drop your hands back down. We're going back to that initial position, airplane. So hands come behind, palms upward. Draw your thumbs together. Relax through your shoulder blades. Drive that heel back. And then exhale, go ahead and stand up and release that. Nice job, everybody. So that's a hard series on balance. Real good on your legs and hip flexors. When you're ready, same thing other side. So once again, midpoint on your mat. We're going to sweep your arms open, palms upward. Draw your thumbs together. Extend back with your fingertips. When you're ready, left heel kicks behind. So lengthen through that left leg, draw your hands together, relax through your shoulder blades. Find that focal point, fix your balance. When you're ready, swing your arms up overhead, swing that knee forward, try and keep that knee up at hips height. Looking good. If at any point that gets too much, you can drop your hands to your waist. Exhale, go ahead and straighten that leg. Try and keep that heel up at hips height. If not, drop it a little lower. We got 1 more good breath there, everybody. Looking good. Exhale, go ahead and bend that knee. Let's go 2 breaths in center again. Find a focal point, fix your gaze, relax in. And exhale, go ahead and straighten up that leg. Let's go 3 good breaths there. Heel up at hips height. You may notice you get a little bit of a shake. No worries, this is a hard pose. Looking good there. Exhale, go ahead and bend that knee. Thank goodness, 2 breaths here. We got 1 more iteration. You're doing wonderful. And when you're ready, go ahead and straighten up that leg again. So hinge at the knee, try and keep it up as high as it'll go. We're going 5 breaths. If this is too much, drop your hands to your waist. And exhale, go ahead and bring your heel behind, sweep your hands back down to that airplane position. Draw your fingertips together, relax through your shoulder blades, and exhale, come on up, release, shake that out a little bit. Nice job. Stay at that midpoint on your mat. We're going to do a little bit of work with a leg stretch and a balancing pose at the same time. So when you're ready, we're going to go ahead and bend your right knee. Keep that up at hips height, and you're going to straighten up your right leg. You can grab the back of your thigh, the back of your calf, or if you're feeling real good, you can grab either side of your foot. We're trying to bring your nose down toward your knee. So you're trying to keep that balance and draw your torso down toward your legs. So you don't want to bring your leg up, you want to bring your torso downward. Flex through that foot. We're going to go 3 more breaths there. Tough on balance, a nice stretch through the back of that right leg. You may feel that in your lower leg as well. Exhale, go ahead and draw your torso up, drop out of that, shake that out a little bit. Nice job, you guys. You're also serious. Smile. Same thing on the other side. Left knee comes up at hips height. And when you feel like you're ready, go ahead and straighten up that left leg. You're either interlacing your hands behind your thigh, grabbing the back of your calf, or if you feel real good, draw your hands to either side as I fall over in a balancing class. And draw your torso down toward your leg. If you pull a little bit more with your, if your hands are on your feet, if you pull a little more with your hands, it gives you a little more balance. Nice job, Erin. 2 more deep breaths there. Looking good. Beautiful, Steph. So serious. Exhale, come on now, release. You know I had to razz you. And shake that out a little bit. Here we go. So we're gonna go to a squat position from here. So when you're ready, I want you to drop down into a squat position. And it's your choice. You can either come up on your toes, or if you're feeling real good, you can sink your heels down into the mat. We're gonna drop your hands to namaste. Try and keep your shoulders over your hips. And we're gonna go 2 more breaths there. If you're up on your toes, it's a little tougher to balance. And Kim, try and come up a little bit with your torso. So instead of leaning into your squat, come up this way, which makes it a little tougher for balance. Wonderful. We're gonna drop your hands down to the mat on either sides of your legs. And when you're ready, you're gonna kick your right heel straight forward. If you can, sweep your hands back to namaste. We're gonna go 5 good breaths there. That's a tough pose. If you need to leave your heel on the mat, absolutely feel free to do that. Nice job, Erin. Exhale, if you have your hands in namaste, see if you can sweep your foot back without touching the mat. Jason, yes. Same thing, other side. Hands drop to either side of your legs. Left leg kicks forward. Let's go 5 good breaths there. If you can, get yourself in that position and then drop your hands to namaste. Make sure your shoulders are staying over your hips. Nice job. Looking good, Kim. And keep that heel on the mat if that's a little bit much for you. We're going 2 more breaths there. Looking good. Nice balance, everybody. Find that focal point. Fix your gaze. And then if you can, sweep your leg back without touching the mat. Go ahead and sit down flat on the mat. You can straighten up your legs and just shake that out a little bit, guys. When you're ready, we're going to do a little bit of work with crow here, guys. So stand on up. There's a couple different ways that you can approach crow. You want to go about midpoint on your mats or step toward the back of your mats. It's up to you. There's a couple different ways that you can approach crow, another balancing pose. For those that don't know what crow is, Jason, can you show me a crow, if you don't mind? So a really nice, strong upper body balancing pose. Go ahead and step out of that for me. There's 2 ways that you can approach crow. One is to have your knees target towards your armpits and pick your legs way up. The second is to bend your elbows and have your knees on top of your elbows. You don't want to go in the middle. That hurts your triceps quite a bit and it's harder to balance. So when you're ready, go ahead and drop your hands down to the mat, guys. You want to drop to a squat position. If you're working at home, I suggest actually putting a pillow or a blanket in front and protect your face. So when you're ready, we're gonna float on up. Your knees are gonna come in towards your armpits or towards your elbows, and we're gonna draw your torso up, or do you wanna keep your gaze? Diane, nice try. If that's too much for you, just leave your toes on the mat, one or both of them. Beautiful, we're gonna go 4 more breaths there. Erin, looking good, that's fabulous. Kim, wonderful. Diane, nice job. Excellent. If you're feeling spunky today, throw your legs back, go right into plank. I knew you were going to go for it, Jason. Otherwise, just fall on out of the pose. We're going to lay down flat on your back, heads toward the back end of your mat, and shake that out a little bit. There you go. Let's bend your knees, pull them in towards your chest, rock side to side, gently massage your lower back. Looking good, guys. When you're ready, come on up to a seated position. So straighten up your legs, draw your arms overhead, use the strength of your arms and abs. Come on up to a sitting position. You got it. We're going to do a little bit of work with side crow, guys, so we've got plenty of time today. We're going to go ahead and stand on back up again for me. We're going to face the left side of your mat. So everyone's going to look off toward the left, and you're going to drop down into a squat position. Doesn't matter whether you're up on your toes or not. Hands are going to drop down toward the front edge of your mat. Your right elbow is going to go in towards your right hip, and then place that hand on the mat. Your left elbow is going to go in towards your knees, and you're going to drop that to the mat. You start picking up your weight and shifting it forward, and float up. Side crow. Fabulous. No messing around today, balancing poses, guys. If that's too much, leave your feet on the mat. Looking good, Jason. 1 more breath there. Looking good. Nice job. This is kind of a fun pose to try, so if you fall out of it, no worries. Exhale, go ahead and drop out of that. Shake that out a little bit. Stand on up. We're going to do that same pose on the other side when you're ready. So we're going to face off toward the right-hand side of your mat. Go ahead and drop into a squat position. And once you get down there, float your hands toward the front edge of your mat. Your left elbow goes right in toward your hips. That's the one that's holding the bulk of the weight, so make sure that that one is really strategically placed. Right elbow goes towards your knees. When you're ready, bend your elbows, and you're going to shift your weight forward. Nice, Stephanie. Nice job, everybody. If you need to, leave 1 foot on the mat. If you need to, leave both feet on the mat. We're going to go a couple good breaths there. Beautiful. Nice and relaxed. Wonderful, Erin. Looking good, Kim. Exhale, come on out of that release. Shake that out a little bit. Go ahead and lay down flat on your back. Bend your knees, pull them in towards your chest, and just rock side to side gently. And shake your arms out if you need to. When you're ready, straighten up your legs. Arms come overhead. Use the strength of your arms and abs. Come on up to a seated position. Nice job. We're going to go back to side crow, and we're going to add a couple of variations into that. If you felt good in the first pose, I want you to stay with that first pose. So when you're ready, go ahead and stand on up. We're going to face toward the left edge of your mat. Once again, you're going to go into a squat position. Drop your hands toward the front edge of your mat. Your right elbow goes right in toward your hips. Place that down. Left elbow goes towards your knees. Place that down. And we're going to float up into side crow once again. If you feel good, see if you can straighten up your bottom leg. If you feel real good, see if you can straighten up both legs. Fabulous. If not, stay in your first position. This is a very hard balancing pose. It takes a lot of upper body strength, a lot of core strength. We're going 2 more deep breaths there. Looking good, everybody. Nice job. Hang through, Diane. I know those are hard. And exhale, come on out, release. You're all looking so serious. Smile, shake it out, stand on up. Let's get ready for the other side. When you're ready, same thing on the other side. We're going to squat down. Shift your hands toward the front edge of your mat. Your left elbow is going in toward your hips. Drop it down to the mat. Right elbow goes in toward your knees. Drop that down to the mat. When you're ready, float on up again, side crow. I'll say it again. Bring a pillow or a blanket in front of you if you're working at home, and that will really help gain you some stability. If you can, straighten up through your lower leg. So you're going upper leg. You're going hard, Erin. Straighten through your lower leg. If you still feel good, straighten through both legs. Stephanie going with the scissor pose. Fabulous. We're going 2 more breaths there. Excellent, Stephanie. Excellent, everybody. Exhale, come on out, release. And lay down flat on your back. Bend your knees, pull them in toward your chest. Rock side to side gently. Nice job. You guys knew I had to throw a hard one in today. Wonderful. When you're ready, go ahead and draw your arms up overhead and use the strength of your arms and abs. Come on up to a seated position. Let's just go ahead and get a nice forward fold in here. So when you're ready, straighten up through your legs. Make sure your feet are engaged so your toes are pointed upward. You can pull that flesh out from underneath your sit bones. Inhale, extend up, get nice and tall, sit bones to fingertips. And exhale, go ahead and fall forward. Let's go 5 good breaths there. A nice forward fold just to kind of help you cool down, relax a little bit. If you're a little sore through the arms, you can actually just hold your shoulders and massage your shoulders a little bit while you're there. Let's go 2 more deep breaths here, looking good. All these balancing poses, and Jason hates forward fold, so. And then after your second breath, go ahead and draw your torso up and go ahead and lay down again flat on your back. Let's get a twisting move in, and then we'll be all set for today. We're going to bend your knees, pull them in toward your chest, and rock side to side, gently massage that lower back. When you're ready, you're going to open up your arms into a giant T, palms are downward. We're going to roll your knees off to the right-hand side, both knees off to the right-hand side. Establish your hips and knees flat on the mat. When you're ready, you can swing through your lower legs and straighten them up. You can hook your big toe or big toes with your right hand, and you're looking over your left shoulder. You're relaxing shoulders and shoulder blades back and down. You're lengthening through your legs. You're trying to just let everything rest onto the mat and enjoy that twist. Exhale when you're ready. Bend your knees, roll back toward center. Let's do that same thing on the other side. So knees are going to roll off toward the left-hand side. Once your hips and knees hit, straighten through your lower legs. Open up your right arm and look out over your right shoulder. Same thing here. Shoulder blades are drawing down toward the mat. Utilize your breath in this twist to just relax. See if you can relax your arms, your upper body, your shoulder. And 1 more deep breath there, looking good. Exhale, go ahead and roll back towards center. You can bend your knees, pull them in towards your chest, rock side to side gently 1 last time. If you're tired, lay on down. If you want one last stretch, tuck your hands behind your lower back, drive your heels up toward the ceiling, and slowly lower your heels all the way down. Nice job. And once you get down there, you can release your hands out from underneath. Let's get ready for Shavasana, guys. The final pose of class is the most important in yoga, called Shavasana. This pose is what you've worked the entire class to achieve, an exploration of stillness in action. As you lay on your mat, allow your entire body to come to rest. Let your feet flop open. Bring your hands by your sides with your palms upward. Close your eyes. Let your mind and body relax completely. The purpose of this time is to just be. Be still in your heart, still in your body, still in yourself. Try to remain in this pose for 5 to 10 minutes, finding health and harmony within. Thank you for your time and hard work today. Namaste.
If you'd like to continue to improve your strength, stamina, flexibility, and balance, order Power Yoga for Athletes. This hour-long video is for yogis who embrace a more active lifestyle. Call 1-866-629-1591 or visit adrianreed.com. For tips and secrets on Power Yoga, visit WUSF.org and click on the Power Yoga icon. You'll find frequently asked questions and show information from Adrian Reed.